this is what our lighting currently looks like. We've got the 3 pendants, and I found 3 of these vintage lights.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie from the Farmhouse Mom. I upload every Tuesday and Friday. This is coming out on a Wednesday. Yesterday was election day, and I figured everybody would be busy. I had originally planned for this video to be a barn refresh and clean and show you how we get the barn ready for winter time for our little goats, but we got so much rain the last couple of days. We actually got tornado warnings, and the rain that we had been missing out on all summer came in just a few short days. So instead, I'm going to do a little Halloween undecorate. We're going to lightly decorate for Christmas, just put some trees out. I also got some new light fixtures that I thrifted above the kitchen island. I made a Thanksgiving craft, and I made a delicious chicken and dumpling that I want to show you guys. This is our little girl, Rosie. Isn't she so beautiful? We lost our 14-year-old border collie last month, and Rosie has just been such a joy, and she's been very healing. She's just a wonderful little girl, and we're lucky to have her. And I just want to share with you how beautiful she is and how joyful she is. So before the rain came, we were able to patch the main leak in the roof, so that was nice. We didn't get the inside done, but next weekend we will. So the girls will be able to be nice and dry when we really get that winter weather. I started the weekend undecorating for Halloween. I didn't have too much up this year, so it was pretty easy. All of our Christmas stuff is stored in an attic off of Jackson's room, and so as soon as he saw me getting that out, he immediately wanted at 5 a.m. in the morning to put the Christmas tree up. So I couldn't resist. He was very persistent. So we started the morning by putting up the Christmas tree. We're not going to decorate it. We're just going to have the evergreen out. That's my plan. It's just to kind of have some natural evergreen pine cone, because I really want to meld Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm usually really terrible, and I put everything out November 1st because I just can't control myself. But this year we're going to ease in. We also needed to run to the thrift store, drop off some donations, and mail some things. So even though I do go to the thrift store a lot, I really have focused the last few months on really heavily going through the house and decluttering things that we do not use.
All right, we just got back from dropping off our donations, and I got a couple of things at the thrift store. I got these vintage Sheffield salad tongs. They're silver. A really beautiful ironstone. I got this beautiful 1950s Better Health with Culinary Herbs. The jacket is pretty, but the inside is pretty too, so that'll look nice on my rack. And then two 18 packs of glass Christmas ornaments. So all of these are 25 cents each. We went to the 25-cent store. The other stores weren't open. So I'm gonna make some bread for the boys, have some lunch, and then we are going to tackle the entryway and get it all decorated for an early Christmas, right? Okay.
This is actually my favorite spot to decorate, the entryway. I love this little tree that I got. It's so beautiful. It looks so real. And you may notice over the video that I'm wearing like 9 different outfits and thinking, Stephanie, how many days did you film this over? It was probably just 1 or 2. I'm 49, and hot flashes are a real thing. So I am constantly taking off shirts, putting on shirts. So there's going to be some inconsistency in what I'm wearing. I actually did not grow up celebrating Christmas. I've only celebrated Christmas since 2017. So I am kind of new at it, but every year I do like to do a theme. What about you guys? Do you change it every year, or do you just do the same thing? I'm thinking about going more natural this year. It might fit well kind of with what I'm doing in the house with decluttering, but I'm not sure yet. So I really am trying hard to work in, a little bit of Thanksgiving decor with my Christmas. And so I kept my pumpkins here on the front. If you notice this entryway, we've got some boards up. We, both of us, me and Eric both, are so terrible at starting projects and not finishing them. But we're going to be doing some board and batten. I probably will do painting and do the board and batten in January. But while I was decorating the entryway, these pictures were hung too high, and I had Eric lower them just a little bit.
So this is what our lighting currently looks like. We've got the 3 pendants over the island, and I found 3 of these vintage lights thrifting about 3 weeks ago, and so my husband is going to put them up. I think we're only going to need 2, and we're going to remove that middle one.
When I brought these home, I was really hoping that we would just be able to remove the glass globes that we had and then just kind of slide these metal ones on, but they were just a little bit too small. So Eric was able to take a grinder and kind of file out the inside, and it just needed to be taken off just a little bit, and then they fit perfectly. He is taking down the middle fixture because it looks too crowded with the 3 of them. I'm going to use the third one for my milk room. And when we put them up, I thought they looked so pretty. They were exactly what I wanted. They are a little too far apart, and we are going to just add that to our list of things that we're going to be doing in January. We're going to be painting the entire living dining area and the hallway where I am now. So I'm just holding this up right now because the way that I have it attached, these little plate hangers are so awesome. These are made in England, and I will share the link in the description box of where I got these. But you put those little glue strips on and leave them for a day, and they are so much better than the plate hangers. They're really awesome. Okay, so we finished the end of the day by making some really awesome chicken and dumplings. It's one of my favorite recipes, one of my favorite meals from childhood. There's nothing better than chicken and dumplings on a nice rainy day. So this one was pretty simple. Just, your regular butter and flour roux with some onions. The recipe that I found added mustard powder to it, though, and it made it so good. It was delicious. You should try adding that to your chicken and dumplings or any soup. I had some chicken left over from some that I had made in the Instant Pot, so this was a very fast dinner. I threw the chicken and the frozen peas in the pot and I made my dumplings. If you do not grate your butter for pie crust or dumplings, it's awesome. Get a stick of butter and just grate it with a cheese grater, and the consistency works out really great. These were sourdough dumplings, and as you can see, I'm over here in my little baking corner that I organized on my last video or the video before, and it just made it so convenient. Make my sourdough dumplings. I was able to feed my starter and put it back on the counter. So I took my sourdough dumplings and we put it in the soup. And after we put the lid on, I let it simmer for another 15 minutes. And they came out really fluffy and delicious, and everybody loved them. Even Jackson, he's 5 and he's going through this phase where he is only wanting to eat peanut butter and jelly and only wanting to eat certain things. And so I really try to make an effort to make things that are easy for a 5-year-old to eat, but also things that we like to eat as well. I can't wait to see you guys on Friday. We're going to be doing a little bit more baking, a little bit more decorating and thrifting, and I might be able to squeeze a little bit more soap making in as well. I hope you guys have a great week, and thanks for being with me today.